You are welcome in biology class. In the biology class, we have the topic related to the chapter number 14. The name of chapter is reproduction in animals, and it is of the class 8. So, dear, we have to start the topic the reproduction in animals. As we know that reproduction is the ability to produce young ones of the same kind is known as the reproduction. But if we go to the word reproduction, so it is made of the one word here, it is the production, and R is the prefix. So when any living organism that is producing the young ones by the fusion of the two gametes, so this is called the reproduction. So the ability to produce young ones of the same kind after the fusion of the gametes, so this is called the reproduction. So according to your book, there are two types of the reproduction. But before going to the types of reproduction, we should know that why reproduction is needed. As we know that every living organism has the fixed lifespan. And after the fixed lifespan, so they will die. So how they will maintain their existence on this earth after the death of the some living organism? So for this maintenance of their existence, the most important the process of the living organism, life process, that is called the reproduction. So in the reproduction process, what happens? The fusion of the two gametes are held and the new young ones are formed of the same kind. So that is called the reproduction. So there are two types of the reproduction. When we start with the reproduction in animals, the first is that is called the asexual mode of reproduction. Asexual first, and the second is the sexual mode of reproduction. Sexual. So as its name is the asexual, before that sexual word there is the A, means that without the involvement of the two parents, two gametes. So this is called the asexual reproduction. So we can define that asexual mode of reproduction is that type of reproduction. So there is no involvement of the two parents, two gametes. This is called the asexual mode of reproduction. It is also known as the uniparental mode of reproduction. Uniparental mode of reproduction. Why it is uniparental? The reason is that there is no involvement of the male as well as the female for the formation of the new individual, production of new individual. So that is called the uniparental. As for example, so there are different kinds of the asexual mode of reproduction, that is called the binary fission. So binary, as its name is giving the clear meaning, binary. You may have also read in the computers that binary is having two. So binary and fission means the splitting of the one parental body into two parts, that is called the binary fission. In case of amoeba, let one example of amoeba. So you can roughly make the figure of amoeba. There is no fixed shape of the amoeba because amoeba is always constant in locomotion. So these are the pseudopodia. So these are the nucleus part inside the amoebic cell. What happens when they start dividing? So first the nucleus start elongating. Here is the nucleus. It start elongating. So after elongation of the nucleus, in the middle of the nucleus, the one constriction starts. Means that the nucleus start narrowing at the one point, and after that, when the narrowing is bigger, then what happens? This nucleus starts to splitting into two halves. But when the nucleus start dividing, that is called the karyokinesis. Karyokinesis. Kinesis. Karyokinesis. Kinesis is made of the two words karyon and kinesis. Karyon means nucleus and kinesis means the splitting. The process in which the nucleus divides into two parts, equal parts, that is the karyokinesis. So first the nucleus divides, just after the cytoplasm, which is just below of that, the cell membrane, it also start to divide. Constriction starts, means narrowing of the cytoplasm also starts. So as a result, the cytoplasm also divides as well as the nucleus also divide in equal parts. So the division of the cytoplasm take place after the nucleus splitting. So this is called the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis. And after that, what happens? The cell divides into two halves. Here, cell divides into two equal halves. Here, two amoebae, one parental amoeba to two daughter amoebae is formed. So this is called the binary fission. It is clear. So this is called the binary fission in case of amoeba. In amoeba. Now we have to talk about the another topic, that is called the multiple fission. Just after there is the multiple fission in the Plasmodium vivax, or that is called the malarial parasite. That is the multiple fission. Multiple fission. As we know that multiple means that many. So what happened? This is the repeated division of parental cell into number of small individual. As for example, let it to the one membrane inside the, this is the plasmodium cell, plasmodium. So what happens? This plasmodium by mitosis process, it is the process of cell division in which the one parental cell divides into two daughter cell, that is called the multiple fission. Mitosis. In mitosis, what happens? The cell, parental cell divides into the two cells, and after that, two cells perpetually divides into the four, and after that, these four successively divides into the 8, and so on. All the cells divides perpetually by the mitosis process. So what happens? All the cell inside the cell membrane are packed with the many daughter cell or of the plasmodium. Ultimately, when their number increase many times, it applies the pressure on the membrane of that plasmodium. So what happens? The plasmodium cells, these are liberated from the membrane, and so this is called the multiple fission in the case of Plasmodium vivax or malarial parasite. That is called malarial parasite. That is called also called the protozoa. So the multiple fission. After that, there is another topic. Do you know what is the parthenogenesis? The another term is the parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis is the process of the production of the eggs without the involvement of the two parents or the fertilization. That is called the parthenogenesis. The parthenogenesis is a form of asexual mode of reproduction in which female produce eggs that develops without fertilization. So there are different cases, examples like the insects, the ant, the drone, bee. So these are following the parthenogenesis process in some snakes or the some fishes. These are also. Now the another parthenogenesis we have discussed. Parthenogenesis. Genesis is the process of the reproduction in which there is no involvement of the two parents. So this is called the parthenogenesis process. Just after that there is the budding process. In budding process what happens? In budding as name is clear, a sexual mode of reproduction in which the some bud develops from the parental body part of the any individual, as for example let it to be the figure of the hydra. So this is the tentacles at the top of the hydra. This is the basal part. This is the basal part of the hydra. The basal part of the hydra here is. Then what happens? The some outgrowth that develops at the body surface of the hydra, and this is called the buds. This is called the bud. And when the some nucleic part of that, the parental hydra, they enter into the buds, so they become mature, and after the maturity, these are detached from the parental body parts of the hydra, and these are detached from the parental body parts, and the new hydra that is formed. So this is called the budding process. So example of budding process in the hydra, as well as you also know about the yeast. Yeast is also the sexual mode of reproduction accompanied by the budding process in which the some buds that develops from the yeast. This is the bud. But after the maturation, when the some nucleic part of the yeast that enters into the buds, they are mature and these are detached from the yeast and the new buds are formed. So this is the budding process. So budding process in yeast. So these are the some common examples and the types of asexual mode of reproduction which is mentioned in the chapter reproduction in animals. Just after that, we have to talk about the sexual mode of reproduction. The sexual mode of reproduction are those kind of the reproduction in which living organisms, when they reach to the juvenile phase, at that time all the organs now that are matured and the gonad cells are also matured, endocrine glands are also matured. After the maturation of endocrine glands as well as the different gonads, sex cells, they are capable to produce the male gamete. Male gamete are produced in the testes and the female gamete are produced in the ovary. And after that what happens? The spermatogenesis that take place into the testes where the sperm are produced, and in the ovary by the oogenesis process, oogenesis, oogenesis, the female egg ovum is produced, and during the orgasm when the male gamete and female gamete they fuse each other. After that what happens? Fertilization takes place. After the fertilization process, the zygote is formed. And this is called the zygote. So zygote also successively divides by the mitosis process, and by this mitosis process they divide into 2, 4, 8 and 16, so on, multiples of the 2. And after that what happens? Ultimately they change into the embryo, and after embryo they are changed into the fetus, and fetus where the body parts of the individual are identified. This is called the fetus, and fetus continues grow until the 270 days the new individual young ones are formed. So these are called the reproduction, sexual reproduction in animals. These are specialized. The sperm and ovum are forming the specialized organs, gonad cells, and we will discuss these all things into the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system in the next class. Thank you.